Service announcement, man. Listen, this whole thing is free. So therefore, we reserve the right to throw anybody out that's negative, that ain't following the rules. The rules are simple, man. We don't talk about a bunch of other stuff in here. The rooms there's a bunch of rooms, so you guys can stay in the right room. If you're in the Army Ranger room, don't be talking about Army SF or Navy SEALs. If you in a Navy SEAL room, don't be talking about flying planes, okay? If you start getting super negative or calling people names or saying stuff like that, we're just going to throw you out, man. Like, that's the beauty of Discord. I had somebody reach out to me last week. They had got thrown out. When I went back and looked at what they were doing, like, dog, we're not here to play games, man. This is like a social service so that we can help young, aspiring people to go be great. So if that's not your purpose or you want to come in here and act like this is Reddit, then we're just going to throw you out, right? Like, there's a 53-year-old man sitting at the top of this totem pole, and I don't like to play a lot of games. We got Staff Sergeant Shell in here from the United States Army. He don't want to play no games. We got 2K running it, former Marine. He don't want to play no games. So just keep that in mind. Public service announcement. You come on our Discord. We're killing it. If you're over on YouTube right now, make sure you jump over to Discord because we're already rolling. Questions will be answered here. That's about it, man. Hey, I shot a great Zoom or a great conversation with Jeff Nichols yesterday. I got the answers for shin splints. It's going to be awesome. It was an hour video. I'm in the process of editing it right now. It's a PhD in how not to get shin splints. So for all you shin splints dudes, like, we got some answers. And I kind of feel, honestly, I feel a little stupid because it makes all the sense in the world. And I'm going to change the beginner's run program. We're going to put some rucking at the very beginning of it so that you can get some bone density and kind of work on some foot strength and some other stuff that Jeff talks about. Jeff absolutely killed it. Camera. Turn the camera on. Got you. Done. Boom. There we go. All right, y'all. Let's rock and roll. First question up. Let's see what we got. 2 people in. Let's see. Let's rock and roll. Let's get this. Oh, man. Too big. Too big. There we go.
Hey, how's it going, Jake?
What's
my
going
name's Pierre.
Okay.
I'm trying to be an infantry officer in the Army, and my OCS board is coming up next Friday. I was wondering if you had any tips for me on how to answer the questions or anything like that.
Okay, so I tell everybody, when you go into an Army OCS board, make sure that you put Army OCS board questions into ChatGPT, and then I want you to practice giving like normal answers. Don't be trying to win the interview on some crazy answers. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Hey, B. Smith, mute your mic, brother. Okay, does that make sense, Pierce?
Yeah, so just play it in ChatGPT and just rehearse a couple of the common questions at the last, and don't try and be a superhero.
Why do you want to be an officer in the United States Army?
I think that I have what it takes for good leadership skills.
Okay, that's awful. That's awful. I want to lead troops into combat. I want to grow my leadership capacity in the #1 army in the world. Okay? So do this, go to ChatGPT, say what are the common questions on the OCS ROTC board, and then give me your best like 10-sentence answer to those questions. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. And then, I mean, I tell everybody, the only dude we've had not get picked up at the Army board was a 6'1" Muslim kid who went in there and told him that he was a sexy Arab. Okay? Like, say something stupid, they not going to pick you up. Don't have your shit together and sound articulate, you're gonna get got. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. That's a good question.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Hey, dude, come back on here. Let me ask you the real question. Are you running and swimming fast enough? Come on. Go ahead, ask your question, B. Smith. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Jake? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, so I just want to say, prior Navy veteran, been out for like 2 years now, foreman, know what to do. So this question not really anything about military at all.
Okay.
It's more about, life and just how to move forward and like get the courage to like go inside business. I know you do a lot of business, you have a lot of real estate, all that good stuff. I just want to know like what finally got you to take the leap from going from coaching and being an employee to I guess leveraging like your your veteran status, do your own business and all that good stuff. Like, what gave you that courage and like what finally gave you that leap to go do that?
All right, so here's the deal, bro. I tell everybody I ran my first business in the first grade. I was making $3,000 a winter trapping coons and squirrels in my hometown. I was the pest control dude in my hometown. So like courage and all that stuff, I done started probably 7 businesses over the last, since I got out of high school, really, right? Like I've always been, I'll just call it a financial hustler, right? Like in high school, I sold biker shorts back in the 80s when biker shorts were huge. I was selling biker shorts for $20 a pair. They were $30 in the store. I was making them for 50 cents. So that aspect of it wasn't that hard. Getting away from coaching was actually pretty easy because I had young boys that I had to raise and I was not seeing them at all. At all. For 365 days, I was not seeing them. So my wife had made the call in 2017. I kind of wish I had gotten out then because I went and did 5 years up in Illinois. It was an awesome time, but that would have been 3 or 4 years I could have been in the program just absolutely collecting cash. So from that standpoint, I would tell you, like, if you haven't been an entrepreneur, then get ready. Like I tell everybody, like if you didn't sell stuff, like I sold $400 worth of candy a day for 3 weeks in middle school, and then I got arrested. Okay. So like I tell everybody, entrepreneurship ain't something that you just gonna go and like find. It got to be kind of who you are, in my opinion, right? Like now, the other thing I'm gonna tell you is go get some good mentors that have done it. Whatever you're trying to go do, go get some good mentors and listen to them because that'll save you a ton of pain. I'm all about buying businesses now because starting a business has a 98% failure rate. So you go buy a business been around longer than 5 years, you pretty much got something that ain't going to go away. You may not get the growth out of it you want, but for the most part, you ain't going to blow up all your money buying a business that's over 5, preferably 10 years or 20 years old.
Yeah, and that sounds perfect. So like, I think I'm the same way. So like, I grew up. I'm 30 now. Grew up in Jersey, North Jersey. I think you spoke about the kid last week was at some JUCO last week, and he didn't sound like nobody from Jersey, just because he didn't act like if he wanted to go coach. I play football. I know how it is. But I think if I can ask you one more question, just more directly. So more about like myself, though. Like I said, I've been out for 2 years. I'm 100% disabled. I'm still, getting after. I'm at the gym right now, so you can probably hear the background. I do software engineering right now, so I make, a really good living. But like you said, I really want to get away from having to depend on an employer. Okay. What was it specifically that you have advice on, like today's market? I know it's always about, hey, find a need that someone else needs, and become a master at it. Do you have a recommendation on, like, especially in San Antonio area? I was looking at, getting some property, places, and
so I'm gonna tell you this: you got to find a building you can buy. Okay, I don't think at this point right now, like the business you got to find is the business that you can buy. Right, San Antonio is hard to buy a business. Right, I may have to go to Dallas or Houston and buy a business. There's some factors going on in San Antonio that make it very hard. Okay. It depends on whether you want to move and all this other stuff, but I don't really have an answer for that. That's why you got to get some mentors. I'll tell you, jump into school's classroom. We got the dude from Croatia in there. We got a couple other dudes that are hustling businesses and doing well. I know my mentor is a cat from the Naval Academy. He bought a business 6 years ago. He's 4x'd his money in 6 years, right? Like he bought a legit ass business and blew it up. And he's probably going to double it again in the next 18 months. So that's who's helping me. Dat's in here throwing out, make a website, online products, right? Like I think there's 1,000 ways you can make money now. You just got to go find out what works for you. I tell everybody, don't mortgage your house to start something. If you ain't buying a business, don't mortgage your house. Make sense?
Makes sense. Appreciate it. I won't keep it up.
No, you're good. I appreciate what you do. You're good. I appreciate I appreciate the non-military comment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, for sure, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I do want to say, like I said, I've been listening to you for like the last year. I'm not going to the military. Not any inkling to go back. I do make too good of a living. Not sit and watch. Every 24 hours.
Yep.
So I just want to say for advice that you guys, I do want to give to anybody trying to get in, is that if you can't go in with your own motivation, your own reason why, you're not gonna find it from anyone else. It's internal. You know, I did really well because I had that internal reason why I joined. I hated every day of it, but guess
Yep.
what? I still made the best out of it. You know, I stood duty. I stood watch. Like I said, I was in the field. I was on the ship and stuff. But I did the best I can. I made E6 as a corpsman in 6 years because I wanted it and nobody else gave it to me. So if you can't find it in yourself, you guys, you're not gonna find it from Jake. He's gonna put a bullet in your ass and just say, "Hey, go fucking find a way." But like I said, that's someone I can keep you. Definitely keep watching, and definitely been in the sports classroom and find back, especially if you're in the same field. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Hey, listen. Hey, 2K, I gotta leave, man. I can't handle this. I just listened to it on YouTube. It's clear. Like I'm in here trying to like discern English right now. So let me get out of here. I'm gonna come right back. I'm not gonna do nothing else. So I'm gonna 2K. Can I just leave and come back? How do I leave and come back, brother? I hate asking you all these questions, man.
Oh, you're good. The arrow next to the red disconnect, it'll say disconnect quietly. Press that one.
Wait. Hang on. The arrow next to what?
So there's a red hang up button down there.
Yeah.
Hover over it, it'll say disconnect quietly. That'll leave with just you without ending the whole bitch.
Okay. So so let me ask you this. When I hover over the little telephone, it says disconnect quietly, but above it, it says end stage for everyone.
Correct. You want to make sure you disconnect